War, a scourge that breaks out wherever different faiths meet. Being the last of the pagan kingdoms, Lithuania faces a bloody destiny. Hunted by the Teutonic Knights, they must give up their false gods, or they must risk giving up their lives instead in an ungodly war. Brooding forests of the Baltic, home to the old gods, now home to war. The ruthless knights of the Teutonic Order, who came to deal with pagan Lithuania at Poland's request, now carve a bloody swathe across the land. The Lithuanian pagans fight with grim determination, yet the path of the Holy Cross may be inevitable. Surrounding this bloody conflict, sleeping giants begin to stir. Novgorod, a powerful republic, jealously guarding its freedom and trade. The mighty Danes, renowned as seafarers and warriors, willing to back their ambitions with brute force. And of course, Poland, a proud kingdom, once allied to the Teutonic Knights, now battered and regretful, must face the demons it unleashed. Ambition, greed, faith, total war.
Right-click to move your army to any part of the highlighted area. Attack by right-clicking on a rival's army or settlement. Merge with a friendly army or board a fleet by moving onto it.
An honor to serve, my lord.
This scroll gives you an at-a-glance summary of the management of your settlements, their size, population, happiness, and governor. Right-click on a settlement to bring up the settlement scroll. This scroll shows a summary of important information about your faction and progress. You can automate construction, recruitment, and taxation in all your settlements. Use the slider to decide the proportion of your treasury your governors will spend when auto-managing a settlement. This scroll enables you to view the state of diplomatic relations between each faction at a glance. Use this scroll to aid you in making and breaking alliances during your campaign. Moving your priest into a province converts the population to your religion. Right-click anywhere in a province to start converting. Use this scroll to construct buildings, recruit troops, and govern your settlement. More detailed statistics and trade details can be viewed by clicking the Show Settlement Details button at the bottom of the scroll. Click the Show Me How button to learn how to use the settlement scroll. This man is the governor of your settlement. Men with high piety, as well as chivalry or dread, make better governors. If there are no generals in a settlement, it will be auto-managed. Income, public order, and population are important details that will help you govern your settlement. This scroll shows you a breakdown of important factors affecting your settlement. Move the mouse cursor over each icon to find out more information. Your main aims are to maximize income and growth while keeping public order and religion as high as possible. This scroll shows the tradable goods in your settlement, as well as income from farming, mining, and trade with other settlements. Using merchants and making trade agreements will increase your income from trade. Constructing farms and mines will also increase a settlement's income. Left-click on a unit to add it to your recruitment queue. The number of units you can recruit each turn depends on the size of your settlement. Right-click on a unit to learn more about it. Click the Show Me How button to learn about recruitment. Left-click on units to add them to the recruitment queue. Units in the recruitment queue can be rearranged by dragging and dropping, or removed by left-clicking on them. The units highlighted in green in the queue will be ready next turn. The number on the top right of the unit card shows how many of that unit are available to recruit. Right-click on a unit to find out more about it. If you are unsure of which unit to train next, click My Portrait on the bottom of this scroll for a recruitment suggestion. These knights will fight heroically on the battlefield. They are strong against all other units, except spearmen. This scroll gives you important information and statistics about a particular unit. Number of men, training and upkeep costs, experience, attack and defense values, and special abilities. Use this information to determine how to best build up your army. Buildings can be damaged during a siege or natural disaster. Damaged buildings will be shown on the Repair tab. To repair a damaged building, left-click the building to add it to the queue. You can retrain units that have suffered losses to return them to full strength. The number on the unit card shows how many men remain in the unit. If there are not enough soldiers available in the settlement to retrain your unit, the card will be greyed out. Review the state of your faction's finances here. You can increase your income by adjusting the tax rate in a settlement, opening up trade routes, or exploiting natural resources. Your current treasury is also permanently displayed under the End Turn button. From time to time, you will receive special missions from the Pope, your Council of Nobles, guilds, and other factions. You can review the details of your current missions here, including goals, time left, and associated rewards and penalties. This scroll allows you to compare your faction with other competing factions on the map. Use the arrows and faction buttons under the graph to compare each faction's success in different areas.
God's servant.
Use your priest to convert the population of a region. Converting increases public order in your own lands or can incite a revolt in a rival's region. Priests can also be used against heretics and witches.
How may I serve?
This scroll shows you the details of a character in your faction. You can view their name, role, skills, retinue, and personality traits. Use their skill level to decide how capable they are of completing certain missions. Send your characters on missions to improve their skills. Right-click to move your fleet to any part of the highlighted area. Move the fleet to a coastal square to disembark the passengers. Right-click on an enemy fleet to engage in naval combat.
Set sail!
Left-click on a building to add it to the construction queue, and again to remove it. Drag and drop buildings to change their position in the queue. Right-click on a building to find out more about it. You can only manage the construction of your settlement if a governor is present. Click the Show Me How button to learn about construction. There is currently no governor in this settlement. You will need to move in a general to recruit troops, construct buildings, and manage this settlement. In the absence of a general, your settlement is being auto-managed. The rate that your settlement's population grows determines how quickly you can upgrade it and gain access to new buildings and units. Population growth can be increased by building farms, decreasing the tax rate, and reducing squalor. If you are unsure of what to build next, click my portrait on the bottom of this scroll for a construction suggestion. For a recruitment suggestion, click my portrait when the Recruitment tab is selected. This construction will give your men access to improved armor, making them tougher on the battlefield. The number on the top right of the unit cards shows how many of those units are available to recruit. The rate that units become available for hire depends on the buildings in your settlement. Troops are trained in different buildings at various rates and made available to recruit in your settlement. Merchants can be used to trade resources and make acquisitions. Hold your cursor over a resource to show its value, and move your merchant onto it to commence trading.
Continuing on, setting up a trade route.
The icons under your settlement show the income, loyalty, and growth of the settlement. Icons will also appear if the settlement is close to rioting, under siege, or has the plague. Move your mouse over the icons for more information. This scroll shows you the known details of another faction's settlement, including the governor, buildings, and garrison. Some details might be missing in the case of neutral or enemy settlements, but a skillful spy can be used to uncover any missing information.
We do not count you as enemy.
An honor to serve, my lord.
Public order determines the likelihood of unrest and rebellions in your settlement. Public order can be improved by increasing your garrison, reducing the tax rate and squalor, and increasing law.
Orders, my king.
An honor to serve, my lord.
Yes. My lord. Orders, my king. Yes. Orders, my king. Yes. Of course. Combining troops.
With honor. Be ready to move in the morning, men.
My lord. Men, march! Joining forces.
Да. Yes, my lord.
Yes.
Forts and watchtowers can be constructed by armies that are led by a general. Watchtowers allow you to see into adjacent territories, but can only be built in regions you control. Forts enable the defense of strategic positions and can be built in any region.
Men, march! Yes, establishing a watch post. Move out! We go no further this day, my lord. Yes, Establishing a watch post.
You have selected a target outside the green highlighted area. This means your character cannot reach his target this turn. Provided that an enemy does not block his path, your character will continue on his journey next turn. These spearmen will be highly effective when fighting cavalry. Constructing this building will greatly enhance your attack capability by allowing you to produce siege weapons to destroy your enemy's fortifications. You can also recruit agents to serve your kingdom here. You can only recruit a limited number of some agents, and you must improve your buildings to recruit more. Once trained, your agents can undertake special missions.
How may I serve? Of course, my lord.
If you move a general into a settlement, he becomes the governor. Generals with high piety, chivalry, or dread make better governors. In the absence of a general, your settlement will be automatically managed. This settlement is a castle. Your castles will be your unit production centers. Castles produce little income, but the population is easier to keep content than in cities. Castles and cities differ in the buildings you can construct and the units you can recruit. You will need a balance of castles and cities to ensure you can support your troops. You can obtain better quality weapons and armor for your men by constructing a blacksmith's, armorer's, or foundry in this settlement. Once complete, these buildings provide superior equipment for all new units trained here. Your income depends on trade, farming, mining, and tax.
How may I
Click the Show Trade Summary button on the bottom left of the scroll for a breakdown of this settlement's income.
God's servant.
These spearmen will be highly effective when fighting cavalry. This settlement is a city. Your cities are your major source of income from taxation and trade. You will need to ensure that your people stay happy for your city to function at its best. Constructing this building will greatly enhance your attack capability by allowing you to produce siege weapons to destroy your enemy's fortifications. These knights will fight heroically on the battlefield. They are strong against all other units, except spearmen. This scroll gives you detailed information about a particular building. Use this information to choose which buildings to construct. You can also destroy a building to retrieve some of its construction cost by clicking the Destroy Building button on the bottom left of the scroll. It is a new turn and season in your campaign. Your treasury has been updated, your armies and characters have rested, and your rivals have made their moves. It is now your turn to make your next moves to carry out your strategy. Your first mission has arrived. You will receive missions and requests from various people from time to time. Completing missions involves certain benefits, but ignoring them can result in negative consequences.
Orders, my lord.
If you need to refer to them later, details of your current missions are kept on the missions scroll. Left-click the Show Me How button to see how to access the missions scroll. This scroll details your performance throughout the turn, including military actions, finances, and your empire's progress. You can review this and more information at any time on the Overview panel. Click Show Me How to see how to access the Overview panel.
An honor to serve, my lord. Yes. With honor. Set watches. We rest here.
Walk in the light, my friend.
Yes! Of course!
Yes, lord. Forward!
My lord. Orders, my king. My lord. Men, march! Combining troops! Orders, my king. My lord. Orders, my king. My lord. Forward! Forming one force! Yes! Of course! We go no further this day.
It is important to balance the happiness of your population with the tax rate. Happy citizens are less likely to revolt, and your settlement will grow faster. However, you need money from tax to support your troops and expand your empire. If there is no permanent governor in a settlement, it's a good idea to queue the buildings that you want to construct when you have the opportunity. When a general moves into your settlement, you can select the buildings you want to build, and your construction orders will continue to be carried out even after the general has moved on.
will make them fear you. An order. I will make them fear you. Your will shall be obeyed. We shall not relent, ever!
Left-click on the boxes that slide down the left of the screen to view important messages. Right-click to dismiss them. Messages include financial reports, family announcements, missions, and declarations of war. The strength of an army is shown on its banner. The more colour on the banner, the more men are present. Any stars next to the army show the command rating of its general.
Curse them! They will pay for that! If the enemy show you mercy in battle, do not return it! Kill them! Units, await my orders! General's bodyguard! General's bodyguard! Move out! Advance!
The enemy are bringing in reinforcements.
Our enemy is forming for an attack. Either set up a strong defense to resist them, or sally out and take the fight to them.
Forward! Forward! Quickly! Forward! Our time! Move out! Forward! Advance! General's bodyguard! Bodyguard! Move out! General's bodyguard! Advance!
When cavalry charge, they cause extra casualties due to the momentum of their attack. A cycle of charge, withdraw, charge causes maximum casualties for minimum losses. Repeat until done. Your heavy cavalry are the medieval equivalent of a wrecking ball. They are best used to divide up enemy formations, punching holes in them to let other troops come in and finish them off.
Our men have fought long and are becoming tired. Only half the enemy force remains. My lord, only half of our force remains. The time for battle is over. Our foe fought well, yet we prevailed, and earned ourselves a small victory.
You have taken prisoners from your victorious battle and can now decide their fate. Will you be the Dread Lord and execute them, or the chivalrous knight and return their freedom? Click on the items on the left to make an offer or demand. Your current agreements with this faction are displayed on the right. Consider the balance of the agreement at hand and accept or reject the offer by using the buttons at the bottom of the scroll. Double-click on a settlement to construct buildings, recruit units, and manage the settlement. Press the spacebar to toggle the movement speed of characters and armies on the campaign map. Use backspace to stop a character moving.
Orders, my lord.
When attacking a settlement, you must either have siege artillery in your army or construct siege equipment on the battlefield. Equipment that is unsuitable. This scroll shows the outcome of the battle and some basic statistics. You can view more detailed results of the battle by clicking the Show Battle Statistics button on the bottom right of the scroll.
Strength, honor, and victory!
Orders, my king. Forward!
An honor to serve, my lord. Honor and courage, soldiers. We march to war.